Hi everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Nihit's EduPlus. This is Shanmugasundaram, Dean School of Pharmaceutical Sciences from Wales Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies Vistas. Let's move on to the video. In this video, we are going to learn about the AI tool Mentimeter. This tool is very useful to the teachers who takes long hours of class. They can understand how well the audience are connected or understood the class by putting forward some icebreaker sessions or some interactive questions using this tool. So what is exactly Mentimeter is about? Exactly, Mentimeter is a web-based tool that lets your audience respond in real time to various polls, quizzes, word clouds and live question answers through their mobile devices. So, what is Mentimeter? The Mentimeter is, instead of talking to your audience, you present with them. The Mentimeter turns your static slides into interactive session where everyone answers from their own device and results appear live on screen. What is the advantage? So it has got various advantages that it doesn't require any installation because it directly runs on a web browser, and it also doesn't require any app for the participants to connect. So directly they can scan the QR code displayed by the teacher on the screen, or they can go to the menti.com website and enter the code displayed by the instructor. So immediately they can connect and they can answer the polls or the questions, and the responses will be immediately live on the screen. So how it works. First of all, the instructor puts forward a question either in the format of polls or quiz or word clouds or even an open prompt, and the audience joins through the QR code, and the results will be live on screen and the responses can be seen by all the audiences. So the main advantage is that it makes the audience to participate actively. So the various ways that we can engage your class is by putting forward the various formats of questions, that is multiple choice, word clouds, open-ended questions, scales, quiz questions and live question answer questions. So why it works for learning? Everyone has a voice, that is anonymous responses invite honest answers without being judgmental, and insight in real time, see what's landing and adapt your lesson on the fly. Learning that sticks. Quizzes and word clouds make review active and memorable. So, how to start with it? The teacher can put forward the first question in the very fun-filling format so that it makes everyone to join. So, sometimes the audience may be hesitant to join, but seeing the responses on the screen, that will make them also to join the session immediately. The questions can be a blend of polls, scales, prompts, etc. So they can join through the QR code and immediately see the responses. The responses will be live on screen. Later on, the teacher can also download the responses and analyze the responses from the Mentimeter website. So, how exactly can be done this by the teacher? So let us go to the live demo, which will take you to know how the teacher can log into the website and they can create the interactive questions. So let's move on to the demo. So now let's see how we can use this Mentimeter. First of all, the teacher opens any browser, then types Mentimeter. So directly we can go to the login session. In the login, if you're the new user, you can create a login using your email IDs, either using your Google account, Microsoft account or Facebook account. Now let me open a Google account for you. So let me use a new account. so that I can show you how it can be registered for free login purpose. So I'm going to use this account for logging in. So it asks my, since all these are double step verification, it asks my password in the phone to answer. So now I have answered it, and it's going to take you to the thing. Again, it is asking more ways to verify, and let me check. So again, it's asking me to verify, and now I'm pressing 47 on my phone. I think yes, it is done. So this is how you get login for the first time into the account. So, and it gives various options to select. So since I am a teacher, I go for the educational institution. I teach for higher education, so I go for the higher education. Then I give continue. So what I want to do is I want to do an interactive presentation with the Mentimeter. So I select that and I continue. So it will give the various options like what is the pricing. So instead of going for the pricing, because everything is in euros, I start with the free version of it without any payment. So let me kickstart my discussion in the class, or whatever way I say I explore on my own. Now the account is created, so it may take some few seconds. Yes, it is. So this has happened, and you get into the site, so where you give start from scratch, so that you can create, that is, you can create various formats, that is multiple choices, or you can create a open-ended question, you can put a new slide, then you can put a open-ended questions, and you can see here you get a lot of options, that is ranking, custom number, grid questions, word clouds, scales, then we have question and answers, then we have different forms of questions, etc. Okay, so this is how you can create. So let me take you to my earlier presentation. I'll log out from this thing. I'll go in for a new login where I already done this thing. So let me log out from this, and I'll take you to the thing. So let me close this. Again, I start with the Mentimeter. So now I log out from this session. Let me go to my previous new login where I have created all the Mentimeter thing. This is the ID where I use the Mentimeter already and created few questions, so that I can show you this. So this is the session where I have created for my class, that is on the proton pump inhibitors. So just you can see the various questions I have created. One is, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you hear the word proton pump inhibitors? So this is the answer given. This is a word cloud question, and the next question is I have given a multiple choice question for which the audience has responded in the class. Then I have provided another open-ended question where we get different answers from the audience. Similarly, the other question, it's also a open-ended question. No, it's not an open-ended question, it's a multiple choice question what I have created. Then this is a ranking or a scaling question. So this is how I conducted my class, and now I can see the results. Okay, the various results, it will be generated what the audience has answered. So I can also download these results so that I can analyze. See, now I have downloaded, so I can see the response of the audiences. Once the file opens, I can see the response. So let me check where it has got downloaded. So this is the responses for the class provided by my audience for this particular question on word cloud. Okay, so likewise we can see the various questions, various responses, and we can download the things. So after creating the question, what we should do is, when you are going to the class, we have to put this one, that is the start presentation. When you put this, what happens, as I told you, the QR code will be displayed or the code on the Mentimeter will be displayed. Okay, in my future class, 25 participants have responded. Now, if you want more participants to respond, we can show this question and you can make the audience respond. Similarly, for this or any questions, whatever question we change, that also will be changed in the mobile devices so that the audience can answer. So let me try this in my mobile, whether I can show you a live response that I can do. Just take a second to see whether it's working. So let me take my mobile and scan this code, and it's opening. So the question is displaying. If you can see in my mobile, you can see the question is getting displayed. So now I am thinking and answering. So I am answering it as omnipresent. So, and I'm going to submit the response. So the response has come to the screen that you would have seen live on the screen. Similarly, if I change the question, so now you can see the audience poll responded is 27. I am giving the same answer. Now the answer changes to 28. This is how the live response has been done in the class by the students so that the teacher can analyze these things. Now, so this is all about the Mentimeter, how to create a login to a site and do all such things by the teacher. So this is the Mentimeter class I have taken for my students so that it was very easy, and this can be done by the audience and it's more interactive. It can put upon various sessions and various questions. So let us see what is the pricing and other things for this particular thing. If I want to upgrade, okay, so it will ask me for the three things. One is what all things can be done on the free thing. In the free version, we can make 50 participants participate. That is, if you run a class of 25, you can do the things for 2 times, or if you have a class of 50 students, we can make them only participate once. And if you have a upgrade to a next version, that is the basic version, what happens is we can have unlimited participants and we can have unlimited sessions. Similarly, in Pro and Custom, we have more upgraded options. But instead of paying, we can also use this Mentimeter freely. For each class, we can use a new ID, register, and you can use free and make 50 participants participate. And the advantage in Pro version and in basic campus version is you can incorporate this Mentimeter as one of an add-on button in your PowerPoint slides, so that what happens is you can directly incorporate the questions in your slide and the QR code will be generated so that it will be directly displayed in between your presentation. You need not go to Mentimeter site, start presentation and showcase your thing. That is the advantage. whereas in free version that's little difficult. So there are different plans and other things for education purpose, business purpose, and other things. So I recommend currently to learn as a teacher, first let us start with the free version, let us explore, and if it is very useful for a teacher, they can try with basic or pro version for a month, so that it will be, they can do a lot of interactive sessions with your students. So thanks for watching this video. Let me come up with a new tool in the next video. Thank you.